Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as Genoa. We're going for our custom achievement. We're going for honest competition. We have to grab all of India, own and core, unfortunately, while keeping Genoa the most powerful trader in the world, which, holy fudge nuggets, 112 ducats. It currently is. I don't even need to look at the others. There's no 112 ducats, certainly not. And we're making a lot of that money. 131 ducats going to us. That's insane. But we have to keep it that way while the colonizers keep on rising and rising and rising, and we don't get to play with any of the colonization stuff at all. Now, in our efforts to gain that trade dominance and to expand eastwards, we have, well, annoyed a few people. Now, luckily, these people over here, the Commonwealth, are our friends, as are France, the Pope Man, and I feel like one more. Who am I forgetting? Who on my list am I forgetting? France, Commonwealth, Mr. Pope Man. Is that it? Surely not. No, Muscovy. I forgot about the Muscovites. Yes. So we have powerful people on our side. If we look at the great power rankings, there's us, and then there's the second rank power, Commonwealth, which is also, it's our friend. And then Muscovy and France are also Rands in the great power ranking. The Mamluks are in that coalition against us, and Austria is not far from being there. They will certainly be willing and able to join once we take more Italian land, which we're kind of planning to do. The Spanish don't know about us, but they're the friends of the Mamluks, and the Mamluks hate us a lot. So there's that. Yeah, we'll have to see how we can handle all that. But we are powerful, obviously, and we have powerful friends, so maybe everything is going to be fine. And we are rich as fudge. We're making 107 ducats, just money. So much. It's insane. All right. And we keep on investing that money into making more money, which makes me more money that I can then invest into making more money, and it just goes all ballistic and stuff. So that's sweet. Now, what are we doing? If I remember correctly, we're about to declare war on the Milanese. This looks like I'm not mistaken. Very much looks like that's my plan. The Milanese bring 19,000 people, and they don't have any particularly relevant friends. We could technically get out combat width here a tiny bit because we brought only 19 combat width and then 10 cannons. But 10 cannons are going to do quite a number on these people, especially once we take the next Miltech here, which we could already do, but we didn't. I believe I'm shipping some extra troops over, that's right, and these guys stay here to suppress any potential unrest. But I think we're just going to go ahead and punch some people. Now, the big scary is, of course, that being at war with people who have significant numbers will make the coalition declare on me, because they feel more powerful. Ooh, I should do this slightly differently, shouldn't I? Let's get over here. Because if we saw Mantua come in, right? Yeah. Now, unfortunately, my, I'm going to say subject. My trade league member, Seleucus, is also going to come in. So they're going to leave the league again. You know, things happen. The reason I want to immediately attack Mantua is that we can then crush their army. Unfortunately, they moved most of their army away. Why did you do that anyway? Where did you go? You're gonna come back? What are you, moving everybody into Valencia? Oh, you rented them out as condottieri? Well, ain't that unfortunate. Who did you sell them to? Oh, to Milan. Huh. Why is Milan? Oh, because this is not Venice. This is Milan. And they rendered those condottieri and are now killing those people. Now that's a fort, isn't it? No. It's a shame. There was a chance there that we might have been able to get the Milanese in their own... keep them stuck there so we don't even have to fight the army. But with the forts around here, definitely one Mantua, yeah, we won't be able to just rush for Treviso. Because if we could take Treviso, then they would be able to leave Venetia. It's fine though. It won't be a problem. If this was a fort, it would be great, because they would take a long time to take it back, and I don't think they could move off Venetia as long as we had boats in the Gulf of Venice. But this is all slightly, highly irrelevant. Slightly? No. Let's take Parma, I guess. We don't have the luxury of a an excommunication casus belli. So I guess we just have to do with regular conquest. Alright, do I actually want to siege down Mantua? I'm not utterly into it, but then again it kind of blocks me from doing anything else. So maybe we do a quick crush of Mantua. I mean, we look at us with our 10 cannons, we should be crushing this easily, especially if I had a siege person, which I don't. Leaving 10 cannons on there? I think we need 9, right, for a level 3 fort? No, 10. Mistakes were made. I mean, not actual mistakes, it's just I keep clicking the wrong buttons. What's going on? I always like to keep as many infantry as cannons in a stack, even if I'm just sieging, and I don't need that many troops to siege, because I like to have infantry block for my cannons. I don't want to end up at a spot where my cannons have to go to the front row because there's no infantry to protect them. That's a bad spot. I don't want to be in a bad spot. Alright, you're running, but you're apparently not running fast enough, if this is to be believed. Ooh. What the heck? Revolution? Revolution? What the heck? Control of the guilds, yada yada. Okay, because I assume this is because the guilds were too powerful. Huh. Didn't know this was a thing. Otherwise I might have paid attention there. So we could placate the masses by simply resigning and having an election. We lose 60 guild influence, which I don't care about at all. We gain 5 traditions, so we get sort of half an election back. We lose a few ducats, which I don't care about. We lose the stability anyway. I really don't want to lose 20 tradition. I don't want to have 17 nobles rise up right now. So I'm almost certainly going to choose the former thing. Are we just re-elected? No, it's not me. Like 5 years? What's going on? We still just re-elected though. In May, it's October. But yeah, there's nothing we can do here. This is not an option. 20 Republican tradition is just too much. Gonna have to give up on our nutty ruler and grab somebody else. Yeah. It is what it is. Give in to the demands. Still balance out our thing. So it's good to know that we have to keep these kinda balanced. I still think I want to go with a bureaucrat, although I don't have any outlet right now for admin power. But I mean, that seems better than anything else. So yeah, let's get those guilds right back up there. Ah, they got an admin pip. That's unfortunate. Unlucky, as they say. But what can one do? Let's bring these extra dudes in. Crush the Milanese boats. How have you still not taken this place? Surely... Wicked. Ooh. Now we're talking. That 10% A impact might almost be worth losing out on our nutty ruler. I mean, yes, we lose a ton of monarch points, but we gain the ability to expand more. And monarch points are not the critical thing right now. Ooh, speaking of critical things, I'm a fool, because I didn't put my siege guy onto Mantua. Get in there. And then since there's nobody else here, I might as well... Can I merge? Should be able to... Let's not merge. The game might decide that the other guy is more important. And keep him. So let's reorganize manually and do this. And then move the old general out. Yeah, they would have kept him They would have kept him, but not so difficult, because he was a 2-star general, or he is a 2-star general, attached to Amata di Smyrne. If you want to go and try and siege down Serbia, then that is absolutely your prerogative, Matua. Meanwhile, I just take everything over here. When I say everything, I mean like at least start the siege of Milan itself. If we're lucky, well, lucky, we might get into a position where we can peace out the Mantuans before they take Serbia. And therefore we don't need to worry. Interesting. I keep talking about how I don't think the AI is completely playing fairly, and I keep being told that it's not true. And it might not be true. But if I'm not mistaken, the Milanese just went Cuneo, Nizza, Tyrone. So far so good, right? That's fine. Tyrone, no, what's this called? Toulon. And then into Forcalquier. And I don't get the move into Forcalquier. Maybe this doesn't count as a province of, what's it called? Not a province of origin, but the return province, right? Maybe this doesn't count as a return province because they have that fort in Cuneo. And therefore they ended up on Toulon without a return province, and they could just walk anywhere. But that seems off to me. It's not like they went back into Cuneo controlled land. Now this is Saluzzo, they're also in the war. So maybe they are projecting here, but it's a capital fort. Capital fort does not have a zone of control. So why? Do feel free to let me know what I'm missing there. Feels like they shouldn't have been able to walk from Toulon to Forcalquier here. It seems wrong. Let's prestige. Win the siege of Mantua, excellent. So we can now piece out the Mantuans at any point. We're not actually going to take Mantua itself. It's in the wrong trade node. It's level 3 center of trade node. It's a great province. Would stay level 2 center, or turn into a level 2 center of trade, which is still great after conquest. But I don't think that there is any point in taking that and wasting, quote unquote, wasting my aggressive expansion on it. Are you just Mantuans? No, you're Milanese too, and you're enough Milanese to actually siege Serbia. So piecing out Mantua won't do anything to the siege. Well, I say nothing. Actually nothing though, yeah. The Mantuans have no cannons there and no siege leaders, so removing them from the equation doesn't do anything. Which is fine, I don't mind Serbia being sieged down much. At all. I'd rather keep control of the Fort Mantua for a bit. Cardinal administration, heck yeah. I mean, I say heck yeah, it's not that great. But it does give me yearly papal influence, which turns into dosh. Because I can make them have, turn that all into mercantilism. Almost capping on admin there. What do we do with that extra admin? I know I'm expanding with it, so I shouldn't spend too much. But I should spend a bit. And we're way out of time. So I guess we're just developing then. I could instead buy stab. But that seems terrible. 200 points to the god +3 seems bad. Oh, I have these things to build, right? The trading posts. That's a good investment of admin, I think. Trade posts. These things here. 10, just flat out 10 local trade power. I have a fort over here, don't I? I guess I put it in Kaffa so we can concentrate everything here. Seems fine. Oh, I already have one. Which of my trade companies does not have one yet? I assume Astrakhan does not have one. It's not really a great province to put it into an Astrakhan, but it's the worst that could happen. Build it there, and then I'm gonna put one into Yerevan. Get that extra trade oomph. And do we have Tunis yet? No, we don't. It's not particularly worthwhile, but it will help us to stay afloat as well, to keep over 50% of the province trade power here, which is going to be important. And then I have to spend all my dip and mill too, don't I? I guess it's in a way it's good we lost our great ruler, because I have to bother about this less. Obviously it's just actively negative, but still. Lucca still has the edict going, doesn't it? Yeah. Just put some clicks to Lucca. Make it really good, really expensive. Holy fudge. Let's stop there. I might get a bit carried away here because we're doing so well in everything but making friends. We're doing very, very well. And I moved some of my galleys, and immediately these vile pirates in Tunis came and raided my coast. Yeah, I might need more protection. I just need to get rid of Tunis. Tempting. There goes Milan. Now there's tons more of those forts. But we should have a quick look at what a peace deal looks like, because we have those the aggressive expansion to think about anyway, so we can't just go utter ham and do 100% peace deal here, I don't think. Wait, Friuli is not what I want. Yeah, it's free and all, but that's not what we're looking for. What are we looking for? We were looking to go Pavia Milan. Whew. Which is already something that people do not like. Nobody actually... except for Austria. And Naples also gets added. Oof, that's it's a bit of a chunk, isn't it? Can I not take Milan? I mean, I can. But it's so juicy, though. Can we risk this? Is this a thing we can do? Is this a thing we can do? Clearly, speaking is not my forte tonight. Clearly, if we do this, we don't do much more, right? We're not also taking Parma. No, we're not. Those numbers are not numbers I like at all. This, though? I assume Austria would immediately join the coalition. As would Naples, probably. Now, Naples goes to 50, 60. They just care so much. Is the thing, right? They almost have no aggressive expansion. Like 3 or something? Yeah. But they just care a lot. So we can't really use any weighting to greatly reduce their willingness to join. I hate the idea of not taking Milan. But maybe that's just too greedy. I mean, it's a huge province. Yeah, look, nobody would actually care if I just took Pavia. Then I would just be taking Pavia, which is kind of lame. What about Parma and Pavia? It doesn't get me Milan, but it does get me decent land that I care about. It does not get Naples, and it does get Austria in, but... Wait, do they care more? No, they don't care more, right? They care more about this. Yeah, they do. Oh no, we don't care about Parma, never mind. Wrong trade node. I mean, it's a really easy war for just a so taking just a province. We didn't pay much, is what I'm saying. So if we just take a single province, it's not the end of the world. It does feel kind of lame. Oh, but we can humiliate you. Maybe? Get all that power projection? Seems kind of neat. Bam. Just say yes right away. We gain 41 power projection, max that out. Look strong. Be strong. Don't care about war apps, we have money. And we do get a tiny bit of clay. Yeah, it's just, I think it's too expensive right now for us to take a ton of Catholic clay. It's May. Do we wait for the year tick? Well, if we do, we can take their trade power too, probably. We generate a bunch more extra war score. And that would be pretty good, right? Let's just crush these forts. And poor Serbia is going to have to be sieged down. It's just what happens. Ooh, Saluzzo though. Oh, we can't get there, can we? So mainly I'm waiting for the end of year tick. So Austria doesn't join the coalition. But I will also be very interested in taking their trade power for even more money. You're besieging my fort in Thessaloniki and you broke my walls immediately. That's unfortunate. And it's not even a state, so I can't turn the thing on. Oh well, it's fine. It's not going to be an issue. We want to go below current war score, I don't think. Not with the way we're sieging with all those cannons. Rip army organizer. Guess we get this lady in here. We don't need the morale right now. And you're Sunni. I don't know that the religion actually matters. I keep forgetting which one matters, but we learned a while ago that culture does matter. So I'm just going to assume that therefore religion does not. Maybe both need to be aligned, but I doubt it. But I doubt it. Civil rights? Oh, come on. I already oh, old rights, not civil rights, still. I don't have any government reform progress. Stop eating it. Could just have gone with the stability there. Probably have been okay. Extra promoted culture is nice, but I can't really rely on the silk bonus, can I? You guys went from minus 35 to 21 really quickly. What am I looking for? Cultures. Do we have any culture we'll be looking at promoting? If anything, it's Crimean. Seems kind of like not a thing. Don't you dare take Thessaloniki, I want that place. I don't think they tear down the center of trade just by occupying it. I think they need to take it. Nice war score and all, but we still need to wait for the yearly tick. Oh, we don't need to, but I don't want to risk the Austrians joining. That sounds just like a yet war, maybe. No. Yeah, let's not risk that. Let's just not. Let's still get people over there. Surely they won't take the fort, but oh, we took a fort. Nice. About to complain, but I didn't need to. I could have peaced out on the 31st of December. If I had done so, there would not have been a chance for the AI to join a coalition, and would have gotten an extra expansion reduction take on anybody who doesn't have any current expansion. Because the tick down is at every beginning of the month, and if there was anybody that doesn't have any AE right now, but will have once I click the button, I just missed out on a tick of reduction. But that's alright. Now we're just adding... I mean, a lot of people hate this, but all the people who can coalition me essentially don't care at all. So tempting, but no. No, I can't do it. Pavia, and I wish I could... Wait, where's transfer trade power? Blind. Transfer Mantuan trade power, that's not what I'm looking for. I don't want steer trade, I want your trade power. What am I missing? I cannot ask for their trade power. Huh. Well, I guess we humiliate and take war reps. And then some ducats. This button once again didn't work. And that'll be that. Tiny little bit of Italian expansion. Fine, it was cheap, right? So. And we got a ton of PP out of it. No, not political power. I think it was a fine move. It's just... it feels so bad. Do I even need to deal with your unrest, or are you just fine? You're just fine. Even without local troops, without friendly troops. It's crazy. Grab, merge, drill, I guess. For now. And you guys go back to protecting my coast. Not that you're in time or anything. Freaking Tunisians. The AI is very good at knowing when they have the ability to raid. As a player, it seems very hard to keep up with that, especially if trade is protected. Which I don't know that the AI really does. Does? Yes, does. Damn, what is it with me and words today? Apparently it was a long day, eh? Now, where does our money go? Have I done my investments over here yet? That's a big no. Well, you want... What are you looking for? You're looking for the broker and the company depot, right? In a bunch of places. And then we probably want to build one of the bigger, more powerful buildings somewhere. Like the trade steering bonus one. That still is a bit... I don't know if it does anything. Oops. Sorry for hitting the microphone. Not particularly intentional. What about over here? Did I build a big building in this thing yet? I did. Okay. Circassia has one. I believe Constantinople also has one, doesn't it? Let's not check Thrace. Let's check somewhere where we actually have... Oh, no, we don't. All right. Let's definitely get the steering building in here. 52.42 ducats. Let's wait a month. And see that we can sort of get an accurate feeling of the trade there. 56.65 ducats. And now I'm going to build the property appraisal. 56.65, and we're increasing by 5.2%. And then next month, 58, so we got a tiny bit, and we're still increasing by 5.2%. Oh no, I looked at Serbia. Don't know what Genoa said before. Dang. Oh well. Speaking of Serbia, are we taking your trade power? Yes. Alright, so we did a tiny bit of expansion into Italy. Getting closer. Seems like Tech Milan really will only work when we have absolutism. 38 development is just too much in the aggressive expansion scale. What's next then? Can't be Persia because Persia is coalitioning me. And it can't be Mazandaran because they are coalitioning me. It can't really be QQ because they're in cahoots with the Mamluks. We still have a truce to Hiss and Kaifa. And the Ottomans. When is that truce ending? 55. We might actually want to jump on the Ottomans before they join the coalition. Eat up the rest in 2 years. That seems reasonable. Annoy some more Sunni. Also seems reasonable. Oh, 2 more free merchants. I guess we pumped these trade companies up a bunch. Anatolia, Barbary Coast, Caspian Company, Crimea, and Mashrik. Mashrik? What's the Ligurian Mashrik Company? Can I click this? Oh. So the Persian one. I mean, I guess we take it. More merchants are more good, even though we don't have great merchant placements. Can't really reach anywhere useful here. I can, in fact, reach Samarkand. And we do have trade power there, plus we will get more from it being an inland trade node, so why wouldn't I? Go and transfer from there into Astrakhan, then into me. And then I guess we go back into transferring into Rhineland from Vienna? It's either Vienna or it's these guys here, Saxony. But I do have a tiny bit of trade power in Vienna, so why not? Set Matteo there. Make even more trade money. 23 ducats in value. Jeebus. And I assume it's going to go up a tiny bit next month when our merchants make it to that place. And I know I'm spending some time here that could be spent more efficiently. I think it changed a bit, right? Maybe. But we're at the end of an episode. Money looks good. War went well, even though we didn't take much, because people are so peeved if you take their stuff. It's insane. Anyway, thank you folks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything at all to say to me, then that comment section is a pretty good place to do it. Thank you folks for watching. See you next time.